So we've been able to get out of the place and do a bit of show jumping. Went to Dorset Showground the other day. Sorry about all these chickens. They're very excited they are finally out. So they've got a lease of life. There's quite a lot of noise, so I hope you can hear me. So yes, Dorset Showground is a great spot. It's just 10 minutes away. They've got a lovely arena there, and it's good for the horses to get off and go and jump a course that's not in my arena at home, not something they know. The surface there is quite good sand, but a little bit firmer, so you can probably jump a bigger fence. I think I started with Echo, my lovely young horse. He's 6. He's done an event last year, so he knows his job. He's a lovely athletic model of a horse. He's still quite weak. He's grown massively this winter, but he's actually quite physically still quite soft and weak. So it's good to get off and jump a bit of a course, put a few fences together, and sure, he makes the odd mistake, doesn't always get it right. I think I had 1 or 2 distances there that were a little bit wrong as well. But you know, so what? It was only a metre high, and he's got to learn with the odd thing not being perfect. But I was very pleased with him, and mainly he's beginning to, you can jump. He's got a fantastic jump. Cross country, he's great. Show jumping, sometimes he's a bit like a spider and a bit disorganised, but he's really getting there. Alex was on Basil. Sometimes he gets quite exuberant and he jumps ballooning over a fence and well beyond his distance, and he sometimes jumps himself into trouble. So Alex is really working on his control and his kind of suppleness over a fence so that he doesn't use a jump as a launch pad. And that's something we're going to go on working on through the season, just lots of poles and grids to get him to be a bit clever. But yes, if in doubt, he just fires away and Alex has to sit tight. But overall, again, good outing. My next horse was Crunchy, and he was having his first time there and jumped very well. He's a lovely, neat and tidy jumper. Sometimes he's a bit tight in his body, sometimes he doesn't let go enough, but actually jumping around there, I was very pleased that sometimes he just spread out his body and used himself well. So it's coming together in a good way, and he's basically a very, very careful horse. So he doesn't want to touch a jump, and it's just sometimes he might make a mistake when he is a bit tight, so we've got to work on that relaxation. I then jumped Summer. He was great. He's a good jumper. He can really, he could certainly show jump to a level. He comes off the ground, he's got great power. He's a little bit jazzy, a little bit feisty and excited, but when he gets there, he always jumps. I'm not sure he even hardly touched a fence, or he might have touched one, but he's basically a very careful horse, and he's good fun to jump. I love jumping him. I was then jumping my 2 top boys, Aiden and Rio, so that was a bit of fun. And the idea was not to over jump them, because I just jumped around a course, warmed up as if in the practice arena, as if for real, come into the ring and crack on and do a course. So the horse is thinking, right, this is serious. It's quite hard to convince Aiden that too much is serious, but he jumped really well. He was lovely, fluid, easy. He's got a great mouth. He's always very, very rhythmical on the course. Sometimes you wish the jumps could be a little bit bigger just to keep him focusing, but mainly he doesn't want to touch a fence. So he's a fun horse to jump, and it was just good to be out and a bit of excitement. So with Rio, I put him in his competition bit. I like to wear a competition bit sometimes, but there's no point using it at home because the adrenaline's not up and you're not really in that atmosphere. So sometimes at home it's too much. So I put him in my curb gag bit, a little bit stronger bit than he normally has at home, but it's good to have a bit that you use in a competition. And I used to ride Chilly Morning in it actually, and Park Lane Hawk. And it's just got 2 reins. Basic thing is very nice and soft. The second rein is actually onto a bit of a curb. It's only a leather curb, but it just gives you a bit of leverage. He does sometimes just get a bit quick, a bit keen, so it was good to just keep him together, and overall I was very pleased with him. And he too jumped a very good round. And so it was a very good first outing. Sometimes I get there and I take my trainer with me and we give them a bit of a school and a workout.